Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you look at that? After a day of letting the news settle in, we have to reflect on what was a historic moment for the crypto market. All ETFs were approved by the SEC. But yesterday, I actually had to wait for confirmation from the SEC just to make sure a 15-year-old didn't hack their account. But in all seriousness, guys, this is a perfect moment for crypto. We were at high levels. We saw Bitcoin stabilize at around $48,000. And frankly, the credibility of the space has grown exponentially. But in the same breath, you're beginning to see and you're beginning to realize what these people do. Frank Templeton, one of the largest asset managers in the world, put laser eyes as his profile picture right at Bitcoin retracement levels. Ladies and gentlemen, Blockchain Backer has been discussing this as well. And he also shows the correlation between the tech sector of the NASDAQ and Bitcoin. And guys, let me say this right now. This was a sell the news event. Where is this liquidity that they said was coming? Where is this bull run that they said was here? I am more bullish on crypto than 99.9% of people. But it gets obvious that insiders know how to manipulate you. But what's actually crazy is how Ethereum is the one that exploded in value by 10% off the Bitcoin ETF news. Why? Why is ETH going higher on a Bitcoin ETF approval? Because of the market cycle rotation, my friends. It typically is that Bitcoin leads the pack, then ETH goes, then alts as a collective go. The big boys got in on Bitcoin early, then sold the ETF news. And now this makes an ETH ETF more likely. And the big opportunity in the market is Ethereum and XRP. You don't believe me? They're already marketing an ETH ETF. And I'm hearing rumors that if one were to be approved, an XRP and Ethereum ETF could both come in April.
We see the potential of this whole crypto domain. So we will continue to evolve our product range and continue to offer our investors more opportunities to access this innovation and capture the beta of what we call this new protocol economy.
But what would you start with? ETH? Something else? Another altcoin?
Oh, I would say two. But I think that you can anticipate that you will see more filings coming from us at some point.
How soon can they come, Sandy? I think, you see a market seeing today get through the window and a lot of excitement already build around other assets.
Yeah, well, I think that's a normal progression path, right? I mean, there are many coins that have hit large market caps within the space. And why stop with just Bitcoin, right? I mean, there are other opportunities. They are different opportunities. Ethereum is another asset in the crypto domain that offers a slightly different value proposition than Bitcoin because it's more of an app development platform and it fosters its own ecosystem. So that's a slightly different investment proposition than Bitcoin. And, in all portfolio theory, it's better to have multiple assets in a portfolio rather than a single asset portfolio. So it would not be reasonable to expect that Bitcoin is going to be the only asset that moves into vehicles that make it easier for investors to put their money into this space.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is your daily dose of propaganda brought to you by Bloomberg. Well, she is correct in everything she stated. This news is made to give you an emotion. ETH will be rising up in value. I think they're going to be rising next. Expect a Bitcoin-like retracement for Ethereum. Expect an ETH ETF. And I believe alongside that, an XRP ETF is on its way as well. Now, Gary Gensler, the son of a bitch he is, has issued a statement on spot Bitcoin ETF approval. While we approve the listing, we do not endorse or approve of Bitcoin. What a despicable weasel. Gary, Your career's up in flames, Gary. We're so tired of you, Gary. And once you're gone, we're not gonna miss your slippery Twitter fingers. Now, what I do want to point out as well is that this was a 5-person vote at the SEC, and Democrats were the ones that voted against a spot Bitcoin ETF, further confirming my hypothesis that crypto will get political in the next election, and it's seeming like Republicans are leaning more pro-crypto and Democrats are more against. This is just an observation. This is my unbiased opinion, and I hope you can all see where I'm coming from. Congressmen are over here actively promoting the passing of this Bitcoin ETF because it further legitimizes the integrity of crypto. Brad Garlinghouse, the Ripple CEO, also stated that the significance of this moment can't be overstated. And he goes on to say today's news further legitimizes crypto as an asset class. I expect this will be yet another catalyst for institutional investment / adoption, and ideally leading the industry to focus outside primarily speculation to broader real-world use cases. Now, despite the fact that long-term this Bitcoin ETF news is perma-bullish, despite the fact that we wanted this to happen, despite the fact that every single one of you are oozing greed right now and are oozing confidence, Jim Cramer is confirming that the Bitcoin ETF was a sell the news event. This dude is 100% accurate with his wrong calls. Normally, you would expect the top in Bitcoin as a sell the news situation. And he states, I'm not even sure that happens. My friends, he is excellent at what he does. And you should take his comments seriously and always do the opposite. Numerous congressional letters regarding yesterday's hack for Gary Gensler hit today. And I expect Gary Gensler to get the justice he deserves. The crypto industry is winning more and more battles every single day. And I believe the crypto space thoroughly weakened the SEC. Now, incredible news from Good Morning Crypto. As Abs goes on to say, Fox Business Analyst dropped a crypto bombshell. And they're starting to talk about Bridge Assets being next in line to have a full-fledged moon mission. And I believe XRP and XLM will come to mind once you listen to what they have to say. Imagine a world where a digital currency acts as a financial bridge, unlocking massive capital in markets and allowing a boom not seen since the 1980s. This ripple effect extends far beyond financial realms, impacting job creation, quality of life, and driving technological advancements. Unlocked Nostro Vostro Capital, the use case I've always known XRP was made for, will be the catalyst for a thriving dynamic economy. And could you imagine the impact once real-world crypto utility is implemented in the American markets? Oh my Lanta, oh my goodness, oh my gracious, can you dig it? Ladies and gentlemen, listening to this brought chills down my spine. And I think once you hear what they have to say, you know how close we are to our profit-taking moment. New all-time highs for XRP are inevitable. And I can't believe we are finally here.
No, I would agree because we haven't yet made the jump where there is institutional buy-in. And I like to use the example, if the Bank of Mitsubishi in Tokyo needs to transfer $100 million worth of yen to the New York branch and convert it to dollars, you need $100 million worth of yen in Tokyo and $100 million worth of dollars in New York. You're tying up $200 million in capital. If you can attach that to a coin, it's simultaneously so the bank frees up half the capital. That's a big deal. But we haven't made that jump yet.
Yeah, but it looks like it's coming, doesn't it?
Looks like it's coming, isn't it? Patience, XRP community, because you know when the mainstream media is discussing our use case, the maxis can put their Bitcoin blinders on. But we have the XRP eyes to see. The eyes are useless when the mind is blind. And the herd always gets slaughtered. Guys, to cap off this video for today, I'm going to leave you with Cathie Wood, continuing at peak Bitcoin retracement levels, stating that we're going to continue going higher, stating that their bull case is $1.5 million by 2030. Because once great news comes out, they always throw the big numbers out there for retail to get sold on. Guys, once you understand the news for the classes, you'll escape the masses and become the new 1%. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my OnlyFans at onlyfans.com/thebearablebull, as I have an emergency video out there for my community to see something drastic I've done and changed about my portfolio that I think will make us a lot of money. If you're interested, please subscribe, and I can't wait to see you there. As always, guys, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.
Had conversations now over many years where you've talked about Bitcoin being worth something on the order of $500,000, literally in only a couple of years from now. Do you stand by that? How does this ETF change that, speed that up, slow it down? What do you think?
Yes. So you'll find in our big ideas, so that's at arc-invest.com, the building blocks for our price forecast. And our base case is in the $600,000 range. Our bull case, and we think the probability of the bull case has increased with this SEC approval. This is a green light. Our bull case is $1.5 million by 2030. You can see the building blocks. You can see how conservative we are in terms of those building blocks. This is a big idea. It is the first global, decentralized, digital, rules-based, critical there, rules-based monetary system in history. It is a very big idea.